Da-da-da. Power up.
So that was a 5, right?
Yeah, 5.
Rasslin winks at him a few times, and he's like,
I actually have a
no.
reroll.
Okay.
I'll play my reroll card.
Okay, the 5 goes away, but you've still got a new chance at this.
Oh, crikey.
I'm sure we can make some sort of deal on that, he says. As far as other things on there, he smells profit. He says.
All right, to tell you what, we'll keep what's in the garage and the vehicles, and you can have the leftover kitchen equipment. That should do it.
Give me a bargain roll as you try to make him the worst possible deal in history.
I have an assistant 10. Okay, that went.
Got it.
Tell you what, I don't want the kitchen equipment, but I'll take an extra 100 gold and sign over all of the things, including mineral rights. He attempts a new negotiation with you.
When he's saying all the things, what is he referring to?
Everything on the property. Actually, 50 gold. 100's a lot of fucking money.
All right, that seems fair enough. Mineral rights and all that. Okay.
He has new paperwork drawn up. His consigliere attempts to roll his make shit go. Yes, he slides this over and he says, I think you'll find this in order. And he shows you the lengthy maze of confusing documents. Give me a new bureaucracy roll as you review that. Words. So many words.
I nod with sage-like wisdom.
All right. Just sign here, here, thumbprint here, initial, and a saliva sample here. Thank you. And please remove your left shoe. Step in the ink pad here and press there. Excellent. All right. I think we've got that. And now spread your toes. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Good.
I like the way you do business, Mr. Hunt.
He nods happily. Right.
So with that concluded, maybe you can tell me a little bit about what's going on with these military folks. What's new here in town?
How about we take care of the money first?
Wow.
He hasn't actually
gestured to the pile of bags next to us.
My bag down on the table, yeah.
All right. So I believe you were given 1,100, so you're gonna end up with 50 gold left.
Yeah. So we'll take out 50.
They count the rest. The consigliere brings in two very bookish assistants, and they count through that stuff, and then they put it into piles. They do a Nero count of it, which means that they count it in stack height because it's faster. And then they nod at Mr. Hunt, who says, excellent. And they then put it into their own containers, leaving you guys with 3 empty leather containers, and they lug it away. At this point, Mr. Hunt breaks out the brandy and cigars for everybody.
Ooh, finally something fun. Don't you just hate paperwork? Fucking awful.
It's the unnecessary part of business. You're right, Mildred.
Yes.
Well, let's all have a drink.
Yeah, he says, well, I believe that I may have gotten the better of that deal, but I very much appreciate what they've done for me and such.
Yeah, I remember they killed everyone. It was fun.
I don't think we need to go into details, he says, giving Mildred a very sharpish look. Like,
can I roll empathy to see is he shocked or pissed or?
Oh, go ahead.
And the best thing about that was
no good.
what?
Just drink your whiskey and
Just between us, you know.
I tip the glass.
He looks around at the guards and his consigliere, and he's like,
I push the
You
glass up
start
to
to
your
become a
face.
very hostile room very quick, Wrestling. You're like, maybe they were lovers at one point. I wish I had more empathy.
I'm just joking. I look at the girls, you know.
So anyway, Mildred Chic Kids. So we were talking about the military there. You were about to say, Mr. Hunt?
But he tears his gaze away from Mildred, who he was busy trying to glare a hole through. Freddie, Mildred, give me empathy rolls. Wrestling already messed his up. What about the military? He says. Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. Right, for you two, he's wondering if he has to have Mildred killed.
Right.
I just side look at her.
I just like, look, I didn't do anything.
What about the military, Mr. Ed? He says.
You were just about to tell me. It seems like these folks moved in here recently. Got rid of the Gestapo.
Oh, yes, them. Yes, they're gone now. He sips at his brandy moodily. His former good mood seems to have gone the way of the dodo.
And what about this currency here? Was there a recent change in currency?
What? Currency? Yes. The banks will take care of it. You brought ingots. The ingots are fine. He smokes and he's trying not to stare at Mildred. Well, I'm sure you have many other things to do today.
One more. Can you tell us anything about how one may be able to, aside from joining the military, to procure an ID?
Yeah, you go over to Edge Hall. Good day.
Okay.
Right.
Mildred.
We should probably head out.
I love you. Bye.
It just shows him like just staring after you guys as you leave, like.
That went well.
Once we're outside.
Oh, I'm assuming he gave us copies of the agreement and all that, yeah?
No.
What? Oh, hold on. No, I'm not leaving without a copy of the agreement.
Oh, okay. Wrestling's got it.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
So what was that all about?
You guys are walking down the street and such, talking to each other.
His father was an asshole.
Yeah. Might not want to mention that again.
Why? He was like, it was justified, okay?
Anyway, we might want to go and figure out how to get some IDs. It might be useful.
So what was he talking about? Edgewater?
Edge Hole.
Edge Hole. I'm looking around to see if we're being followed.
All right. As you're looking around, everybody give me a luck roll. Let me know who gets the worst. You're walking through crowds of people and such. Wrestling's got his paranoid eyes on. And as he's looking back, no problem. As Wrestling's looking back over his shoulder, he accidentally runs into a guy.
Oh, excuse me, mate.
It looks like this. You best watch yourself.
All right. My fault.
We're wanted in 12 cities.
Here, have a cigarette, mate. My fault. I offer him a big boss cigarette.
He snatches it away and says, "Be careful, you'll be dead." And as he turns away, it shows a couple of guards go, "Wanted in 12 cities, are we?" Right this way. And they just delete it. What? He says, says his companion. And right, you guys continue walking.
Can't help but think I've seen that fella somewhere.
Looks familiar.
Oh, Yana, we know you've never seen it before. And
all right, I'm gonna hail a handsome.
Smog. Okay, it's extra thick smog today, by the way.
That's why we don't see the people who are following us.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
Gothic.
Well, if we don't see them, they don't see us.
That's not.
What?
The woman with no name knows.
I wouldn't count on that.
I look around paranoid.
It shows somebody looking through the anti-smog goggles. Anyway, right. The handsome cab pulls up, charges you guys again an extra silver, and he says, "Where to, Governor?"
The bank.
A particular bank, sir?
Is there a particular one you like, Freddie, or do you not have a preference?
I've never been to the bank. One that can exchange currency.
How about the second National Bank, sir?
All right.
All right. He takes you there, charges you 2 silvers. You guys are at the Second National Bank. That's over in the Springham district. It's a bit run down, but the bank itself is heavily guarded, and it's right near the minimum security orphanarium.
The minimum security orphan area?
That's right.
This is in the bank or next to the bank?
Near the bank is the orphanage. Yes. Minimum security orphanage.
I'd hate to see the maximum security one.
Oh yeah, this one looks pretty fucking grim and stuff. Yeah. All the kids here seem to be between the ages of 0 and 9. After that, they're ready for the workforce, by God. So, right, you guys go into Second National Bank. There's heavy guards. They go, "Hold it. No blades."
I don't have any.
I hand over.
They give her a sword. "Now, give me that sword."
I hand mine over there.
They take away all your swords. That's better. You can go in now.
I try to keep their swords with
Give
me.
me that sword.
No, it's fine. You give it to me.
They give you a look like, we haven't gotten to beat up anybody in a while.
No dread, just give him the sword.
Okay, I get it.
Right. They put 2 of your swords aside. They'll be ready for you when you come out.
Okay.
If you try to rob the place, they look at Mildred.
Thank you.
I'm good.
To rob it, we know. All right. You guys go into Second National Bank, and it turns out they're here to rob you. How much money would you like to get converted into the new money? The gold and silver look like the second and third circular things on the pictures.
Oh,
and
okay.
they both say service guarantees citizenship.
Now, when we came in, were there other customers in here already?
Yes. Yes.
So what I want to do before we walk up, I kind of want to observe what they're going through as they exchange. Like, do they have to show ID, things like that?
No. As long as their money is good and such. Some of them do show ID, some of them don't.
Okay. I will step on up.
Hello. What would you like today, sir?
I'm looking to convert some of the currency, old currency, into the new.
Very good. How much would you like to convert?
99 gold.
All right. And here are your 90 gold back, he says. Chink, chink.
Can I verify that somehow? Do they have like an exchange rate posted just to...
No. They just they fuck you for 10%.
Close enough, mate.
It's standard banking practice. Pretty much if they according to the information on the walls, you can see if you start an account and you put in money, they take away 10%. When you want to take out money, they take away 10%.
Basically, don't keep
Probably losing customers.
No, actually, it looks like a very big, rich bank because people have metal currency, and it's safer here than it is under their floorboards. There is no FDIC, though. If the bank gets robbed, people are fucked. And then the PCs get to investigate and maybe steal it all for themselves if they find out who did it, because we know what they're like.
All right. Well, I'm all finished here.
Good.
Anybody else?
No.
Right.
I'll
They have
get my soul
guards
back.
around just to make sure that you don't become enraged and try to strangle any of the bank tellers. In fact, there's a sign that says, please do not strangle the teller. So you guys head out. They give two of you your swords back. The guard goes, nah, to the one with no name.
Good job, mate.
So do we want to visit Edge Hole and see if we can get any IDs?
Sure.
Right, mark off 2 more silver as you head over to there.
All right.
And then we can go visit the warehouse.
Okay.
If you want. Because we need to see the painting.
You guys head over to the Turkup district, a very middle-class place. It's near one of the city gates out of here. Mrs. Ainsley's boarding house, Raven Guns. We make custom guns for custom killing. And it looks like a fairly destroyed building that's currently getting more destroyed as the construction crews are working on tearing down a building called MOM, Ministry of Magic. You guys go into the...
It's being torn down, you said?
Correct.
Hmm.
You guys go into the Edge Hall building. It's a heavily guarded government building. Lots of guards around with guns and such and rifles and all that with Chris stuck in them. And there's a line for IDs and a line for citizen IDs, which is completely empty. And there's the station's not even manned, but it says civilian IDs, and there's a line. You're watching people, and when they get called to the front, they're like, "Do you have an old ID?" No. What name? Yeah, they ask everybody their fucking name that they'd like to have on the ID and stuff. Also, it looks like a thumbprint, and they got some sort of magic picture box that makes a picture that they put on the ID and stuff. Eventually, you guys reach the front of the line. Do you have any? Who's going first of you three?
I suppose I will.
Hello. Name?
Wrestling Red.
Okay. Do you have an old ID?
I do not.
They make sure it's spelled correctly. They get your thumbprint. They make you look at a box. Then they have a picture of you that's built into the ID. And they give it to you, and it says civilian. And they give you your ID. There's no charge even.
Oh.
Thanks, mate.
You've come during the grace period. Congratulations. Next.
I guess I'll be next.
Name?
Freddy Firestarter.
He glances at you like, types in Freddy Firestarter, make sure the spelling, thumbprint, picture, and you have an ID. Please make a note it's in the name of Freddy Firestarter. Next.
May I just ask what the difference is between this and the citizen IDs over there?
Service guarantees citizenship, says the guy to you.
What's the difference is what I'm asking.
There's a lot of differences. Education is cheaper or doesn't cost money. Guys behind you start groaning like, oh, would you just fucking take your ID and get out? And you're allowed to vote and other things. Next.
All right, I'll move out the way.
I go to the window.
Name?
Yes. Well,
I do my best.
Pardon?
what's your name? If you are so smart.
Miss, we have quite a line here. If you just give me your name.
I try to like throw my voice and say, Mildred.
Right. Give me a ventriloquism roll, please. This should be fun. He doesn't put his hand up her butt. Mildred! No, Parboy goes, Mildred! Mildred! Everybody looks at him.
I look at him. Shake my
The
head.
guy looks at it and says, Sir, you've already had your turn. Miss, what is your name, please?
That's right, Freddy. This is Mildred. I wink at the guard. Yeah, you met Mildred.
You heard him.
Last name, he says.
I look at him.
Baumgartner.
He makes sure of the spelling. He's like done with her. Thumbprint here.
I do thumbprint.
Look at this. Shows her like, and right, picture on the ID. You have an ID with the name Mildred Baumgartner on it.
Great.
Next, he says.
But I like it here. You know, I think we'll become very good friends.
Next.
Okay.
Come on, mate.
Yeah, I'm going.
Mildred. Giving everybody
awesome.
a card for that scene. That's great. Right. You guys drag her out of the building. She's once again trying to make friends with people who don't want to talk to her. And
Play immediately.
ooh,
Discard one piece of gear.
Oh, that's you.
There goes my sword.
Oh, it could be something else. Do you have anything else?
I don't really have much on me right now.
you've got
What
that
about the-
empty leather satchel. Each of you have one of those that used to contain gold.
Yeah, just get rid of that.
I'll get rid of that. It does say it's the GM option. I toss my sack.
That's what she said. Anyway, right.
What?
You guys head out. Where to?
Rastin, you mentioned you wanted to check the warehouse.
I did, but now I'm a little nervous about someone following us there.
I pull out my binoculars and have a look.
You can't see all that far with the loads of smog stuff. I mean, the visibility isn't like your hand or whatever. It's like a block or two, but it's still pretty thick.
We could.
I don't see anything.
Move along, says one of the bank guards as you're standing. on the
Yeah, I'm
stairs.
moving. I'm moving.
Yeah, we're
As you're
moving along.
As you're moving along, you hear some people talking about a strange flapping of something large flying above the city. They discuss feelings of dread, but one of them says, "It were so dark last night, and the fog so thick I could nae see it."
Me neither.
They startle and look at Rasslin like,
I light up a cigarette looking interested. I nod at him.
one of the guys goes, "You know what I heard? I heard it's not a beast at all, but the fog itself is becoming alive.
Oh, man. That'd be
Yeah.
right.
If you listen hard enough, you can hear it whispering."
I hear it.
Shit! They freak out and panic and begin running around.
Damn
What
it.
do you
no
hear,
good-
Mildred?
They run away as you guys interrogate Mildred. Oh God! The
convinced.
fog is talking. It's talking.
It's talking. It's talking to me. It's talking about that. Yeah, I almost get it. I almost hear it. It's saying that you have to protect me always and listen to me and give me all your money. Yeah.
But you want money? Since when do you want money?
Since I want the pattern. I want better now.
Oh! I like note to self, don't give you anything.
Better now. That's close around that.
When I want to like go just into like quick side alley where we're not like immediately being watched by bypasses, and put on the fuck, I don't have them. The mind, I don't do that.
Side alley, and you see one guy who's apparently passed out. He's worse for drink, and another guy carefully applying clown makeup to him. You didn't see nothing, he says to you.
All right, move along now. Come on.
I compliment him on his painting skill. It looks really good, mate.
You guys find a different alley you go into. All right, what were you want to do, Freddie?
Yeah, I wanted to see like is there any building or something I can scale up easily to get a better vantage point?
What are you doing? What? Why?
I want to make sure we're not being
Building.
followed.
He's looking around.
Easily, you know.
Any
most
fire
of the buildings
escape so
are-
I can climb up or anything?
yeah, I mean, if you fall off, it's still a 3-story. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, all right, never mind. It's not worth it. Fuck it.
We could head over to the White Dove. That's a 3 or 4 stories. You want to climb that? Looking to have a good climb? Some exercise?
No, it's alright. It's fine. Don't worry.
All right.
It's just, yeah.
I know a little bit about climbing. I can spot you.
I know how to climb well.
So what's the point of climbing?
I thought I could maybe see better if we're being followed, but
he wants to climb. He wants to stand on top of a building ominously, like Batman.
Right.
Nah, don't worry about it.
At this point, you notice the woman with no name begins having another flashback sequence, and it shows her dressed as Batgirl sitting next to Batman and Robin going, don't like it here.
Mildred, are you okay?
I just thought about something horrible.
Oh, okay. Looked like you were spacing out there for a minute.
Booze in it, or?
What?
A world with no booze in it?
Yeah. Why are you mentioning these things? Why?
Oh, you've upset her, Freddie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, so
all right, well, if you don't want to go to the painting, do you want to just check on the White Dove, make sure everything's in order?
Yeah, let's go by there next.
Okay.
You guys hailing our handsome cab?
Yes.
2 silver pieces, please. This is where I get back all that loot that I've been giving out as in taxi fares. And right, you guys get to the White Dove in time that you see like a bunch of people with torches and stuff, and a guy standing there, and he's like, "We have to burn down this symbol of a repressive government," gesturing toward the White Dove. "And here was the headquarters of the Gestapo. It will not be a taint upon the city any longer." And the people are like, "Arr." And you guys pull up. It looks like they're getting ready to torch your building.
Great.
Oh, hold on there, mates. We don't need violence. We've already taken care of the Gestapo fucks. And we're going to deal with this property appropriately. Now, what you really want is to go over there. That's where those Gestapo leaders were really organizing their fuckery.
It's true. I've seen them there.
What are you gesturing toward?
Just gesturing off in the distance.
They give me a fast talk at Mildred roll fast talk at half to support his fast talk at half. Other stuff around here is a statue of Lady Rittenhouse, the Vets Hospital. Let's see, Public Hospital, the Grand Clacks Corporate Office. By the way, this city does have clacks, which are like big poles with numerous lights and stuff on them, and that go on and off to send messages to other big poles with lights and shit on them. How'd you do, wrestling on the go over that way?
So the modifier, so at half, let's see, so I could just put in -30.
Yeah, if you've got a 60 or better skill, minus 30 is your way to go.
I fail.
Burn, they say.
But this isn't.
Piss off, you fox!
Give me an intimidate roll.
Give him crazy eye.
Ooh.
By half.
Ah.
Yeah, you make sounds like you're a mean little ass kicker, but if you keep talking, I'm gonna take your head off.
They back up like, whoa. Fortunately, this has delayed them long enough that some guards roll up. They look at the torches and they go, what's going on?
There wasn't enough light here.
These gentlemen were just leaving, right?
No, not crazy eyes again. They begin backing off. Yes, we were just helping illuminate the city. Fuck off, say the guards. They do.
Ah, thanks, guards. Showed up just in time.
What was
I
that?
offered them a cigarette.
Oh, thank you.
Just a bunch of rabble-rousers looking for a good time.
Well, next time you find that, you send them over to the prostitution streets.
Prostitution streets. All right, I'll remember that. Thanks, mate.
If they can't find a good time there, then there's no hope.
Right, you are.
So, what's your purpose here at this building?
Yeah, well, we are the owners. Good to meet you.
Can I see some proof of that, sir?
I pull out a stack of paperwork.
As
you'll see here, everything's in order. We got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. Yeah.
Fine. He doesn't. He looks at this huge sheet of papers with all these wax seals and shit. He's like, great. Enjoy the rest of your days, civilians.
Thank you.
Move away. They go on about their business.
Good.
Fortunately, you're not that far from a fire station here.
I want to go inside and make sure that, like, it's secure. No one's like laid in traps or anything for anyone that might.
Well, there's large holes in the sides of the building and stuff. You'd mentioned on the interplanetary boards that you thought was level 2. If this is level 2, I'd hate to see level 0.
Yeah, I was confused by that as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last time I was here, there was a giant hole here in the wall.
Yep, still is.
Well, it was level 2. Now it's back to
0.
What? 0? Great.
Well,
oh yeah. It's got a lot of Gestapo vehicles and stuff like that parked in here. It's you find 2 flying cars parked up there. It's got what else? It's got its own dungeon. It's been fortunately cleaned out of stuff, although there's a lot of old dried fluids still. Chains on the walls and shit. So if you wanted to manacle up somebody, this is the place. They've even thoughtfully installed some floor drains to help out with those.
Oh, nice. This will be useful in the future when I'm skinning people, you know?
This is the perfect place for it, actually. They've been made soundproofed and stuff.
Oh, yeah. This is great.
He really likes it, and it smells too. It smells like death down here. Death, misery, torture, and pain.
Okay, so this part of the building is fine for now, yes?
For now.
Yes.
We might be doing some remodeling soon, so don't get too attached.
What?
Yeah.
Don't you remodel this? This is
We're not having. If you want a dungeon, we can put it in the basement.
This is
no
the
one can see.
basement.
Yeah, this is the basement.
Oh, we have a basement.
basement.
Well, no, you have a dungeon, which is the only basement you have.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And I need a dungeon, okay?
I need.
And you want to keep me happy, no? So
That's
don't.
right.
I mean, I don't really
Smog
care,
totals
but
too.
So don't
Okay,
touch
fine.
this, okay?
All right, so I think probably what we should do is get a contract over here to at least secure the place and board up all the holes and shit like that before the major work gets started.
Mhm.
No problem. Contractor, you guys, Rasslin or everybody else can roll to support if you wish. It's going to be a research roll that he's doing, research in the like going out talking to people. Who do I get for a contractor type deal? Right. So if you guys want to try to get a check in research, you can roll to support Rasslin if you'd like. Or you could just go, nah, I'm staying in my dungeon. I live here now.
I failed the research roll anyway.
Yeah. All right. So neither of them really know how to research. Sure, Freddie may be an expert in a lot of skills, but he doesn't roll like he is. You can't find anybody who boards up shit. Apparently, they don't live in this city. Right. So try a new research roll for something else if people would like to support his new research roll. This is for
no, I've got no idea.
Do-it-yourself solution. Like
I'm gonna.
Boards. Oh.
I can contact my real estate broker friend that I met here last time.
He attempts to roll his research to figure out who to board stuff up. Yeah, he's better at it than you are. He gives you guy's name and stuff like that after about an hour's worth of drinks and chatting and stuff.
Drinks.
Do you want to see how much you can drink or just drink like a normal person? Do you want to drink like a normal person or like trailer park blackout drunk person?
You know where my heart lies. So.
Give me an alcohol tolerance roll. Whoever's phone's making weird noises, please kill it and send it back to hell.
I think it was mine something, but I don't know what it was.
You've lost the use of your legs. You've still got use of your arms, head, etc. But legs are, and right. So it shows Freddie now with her customary wheelbarrow. They have wheelbarrows in the city for drunk people. Because
I'll piggyback her around.
Oh,
wrap your arms around my neck and.
Give me a strength roll, Freddie, because you're going for that check, buddy. This should be amusing if you fail
it. What's the worst that can happen? Drop on her head?
Drop her on her head, yeah.
Drop on her head.
There she goes.
Freddie, what are you doing? Do you want to be
calm down, you're drunk. You don't know what you're saying.
This is very amusing.
Wheelbarrow?
I'll get a wheelbarrow for her.
Got it. You decant her into a wheelbarrow.
That's what I like. Now, to the library. We don't have a library here. Just.
I pat you on the head. There.
The contractor shows up and goes with you guys over to the White Dove. Mark off 4 silver for 2 hansom cabs, and another silver for the wheelbarrow. They attach it to the back of the hansom cab.
Okay, got it.
Right, you guys arrive back there. Give me a bargain roll as you haggle with the contractor who's wanting 10 gold for making it more secure. He's like, I'm going to have to hang a new door. This one's been kicked open repeatedly. Stuff like that. And boarding up all this stuff will not be cheap. The size of the holes, that guy with the torches, hey, fuck off with that torch. Says the guy.
All right, 10 gold. Here you go.
All right. He says, dynamite. And he's very excited about that.
Sounds like a good deal, mate.
He goes, if you need any work done in the future, I'm your guy. Make sure you know how to reach him and stuff.
Yes, you are.
He gets his guys out right away, and for 10 gold, yeah, he does. He shows him knocking over his own mother. Busy, got work to do. He's like,
hey, let me ask you, mate. You know where people usually take cars to sell them around here?
Oh, Crazy Hakim's used cars. Shows Hakim. See Hakim, see Hakim, see Hakim.
Logan, how many cars and what type do we have?
You've got
There's 2 flying cars.
yes, and about 5 ground cars.
Oh, really?
Okay.
See, lucky, lucky.
And are the flying cars charged or uncharged?
They've got a little bit of charge left in them, enough to get them over there if you want to try to drive them.
Mm,
Excuse me.
and the ground cars are also powered by Chris, or no?
Mhm. Oh yes, everything's powered by Chris.
Okay.
Everything.
Well, we could probably sell like 3 or 4 cars. What do you think, Wes? Pleasant.
I know you guys are going to be driving them out and abandoning them different places, but yeah.
I'd say let's just sell them all.
Well, let's
liquidate.
keep at least one.
I mean, we can always buy one. We could. Are you thinking for like removing a body or something?
Well, the thing is,
thinking,
a
Brittany.
flying cars, like, charged, I believe, or what was it? 10,000 silver or something?
Yeah, that was my impression.
Or more, depending. But
yeah, I haven't really asked around, but I remember before thinking about it, and I got that impression.
Yeah, you're at a bit of a handicap since you are not yet climatized to this area there, Wrestling Rad, to know exactly how much stuff is worth. But
what's it take to be climatized?
1 month living here.
Ah. Well then, let's get comfortable, mates.
I mean, if you wanted to spend a month painting and shit like that.
Well, we might. There's actually quite a bit of things I've got on my list that we can do, but we can tend to other priorities first.
Well, do we want to sell the cars now then, or leave it until you're like more familiar with the area?
Well, here's the thing: we're also going to need to have work done on this place at some point. I don't think we're necessarily ready to start now because we're not 100% sure what we want to do with it. It sounds like we're leaning towards a officers' club.
Torch room.
No, not torch room.
Well, here's the thing, Mildred. What we were thinking is we'll have areas for us Doras, secure places that only we can access for our own personal hobbies and extracurricular activities. And then above that will be some sort of money-making venture. So Joshua and some of the doctors thought maybe some kind of officers club to attract the big muckety mucks here in town, and it also gives us an opportunity to get to know them and maybe spy on them a little.
That sounds good. I like that.
But it's a win-win. You get your torture room. We get the money-making venture.
And I can take the rich people to the torture room and torture them. Yeah, it's good.
Whatever you like to do in your spare time, that's up to you.
Great.
I'm not here to judge. A question about card here. So I need to get rid of one. Let's see. This. What is this? Free ride. Allows a PC to go through a pre-existing gate with no magic points. Does that sound like
probably don't need it?
Probably don't need it. Yeah. Okay.
Well, unless you want to go through the mushroom gate in the sewers, but we know where that goes, and it's not like super important.
Yeah, I can't think of any gates I want to go through.
Yeah, I don't know of any other ones.
There's that one in Burlington, right out in the water.
Yeah,
but that one's.
Or is that just a large vortex that other things are coming through?
No, it's a gate that goes to MMO land.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But they need to build like a bridge or something to allow people easier access in and out. But before they do that, they wanted us or someone else to secure the gate so that no nasty creatures can come through it, as they did last time.
They could really use a submarine to help defend that. Just so happens I have one for sale.
If it's magical, sure.
Oh, I don't think it's magical. It's Russian.
I mean, Russians are pretty magical.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a picture once of Vladimir Putin with his shirt off. It was pretty magical.
Oh.
Alright, so we're leaving the cars then for now and going off to do something else.
Yeah.
The only problem is if you don't sell the cars right now, the Chris may run down by the time you want them.
Yeah.
So do you want to just sell it and?
Yeah.
We do have, I believe, one more flying car in MMO land. That's just sitting there.
Let's just sell it and be done with it.
I agree.
I would suggest keeping at least one flying car and sell the rest.
Oh, you want to
Just
keep
so we
one
have
of
it
the
on
flying guys.
standby. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case we can't access the money, you mean?
Yeah, or something happens.
Something happens.
Give me Magitech rolls, Magitech knowledge rolls to know some stuff about the car Chris's.
I have no idea about cars.
I also.
All I know is that once you...
So.
All I know is once you put them in, they start up straight away.
Oh, I know.
Oh. All right, well, you know.
You don't have Magitech skill?
No.
You've been to school and shit.
I don't know. I never learned. I guess I didn't pay attention in class.
Apparently not. You pick up a new skill, Magitech knowledge or Magitech lore. With the flying cars, once the batteries get plugged in and started, 2 months. Ground cars, 5 months. Whether you use it or not.
2 months? It was 1 month before. Did they upgrade them?
Me too. I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and there's no telling how long they've been here.
Yeah, we should probably sell 4, because it's cheaper to replace the Chris than it is to buy a brand new flying car. And keep one just in case.
All right.
Other way around.
Wait, is it?
Mm-hmm. The car is the cheapest part of it. The Chris is the expensive part.
Well, either way, we would still need to pay for the Chris if we bought a new car. So, at least this way, we'll save a bit of money on the car itself.
All right.
If we ever decide to use it.
Can we go ahead and attempt to do our own research to find some different car dealers?
Yeah, sellers.
You don't want to go see Crazy Hakim?
Let's go see Crazy Hakim. He's crazy. It will be fun.
All right, we can see Crazy Hakim. I think with a name like that, he's probably going to roll us.
See, it will be fun.
It will be fun.
When you get there, he's also he sells different modes of transportation as well. When you get there, you see him with the bicycle pump working on one of the camel's humps, slowly inflating. Oh, hello, he says, hiding the bicycle pump.
Hello there, Hakim. I heard all about you.
Whoa.
Should I call you Hakim or Crazy Hakim?
Call me acquitted by a court of law. Please, how may I help you?
Well, today's your lucky day, mate. I've got a few vehicles I think you might be interested in.
Pristine condition.
Sure, I'm looking for them.
Well, I couldn't bring them all here with me, mate. We've got about 6 vehicles that I'd like you to have a look at. I figure you or one of your associates might want to come by our property, have a look. Quick
6 vehicles, my friend. He puts his arm around you. Please take me to them. He has somebody else running his stuff for him while he's gone.
Yeah, let's go have a look, mate. I'll go over. I'll offer him a cigarette on the way.
Cool. He offers you some opium.
Take it. Take it.
Tough. Is he offering me a pipe?
Yeah.
Or is he just offering me like a little thing of opium?
Probably in his case, some opium snuff. Here you are.
Thank you. I'll put it in my pocket for now.
Oh.
A little early for me, mate. I'll go over there. I'll let him have a look.
So you're good all the vehicles or some of the vehicles?
This one over here, I motioned to the flying car, one of them. This one here is not for sale. These other ones are. Slap the hood. They don't make them like this anymore, mate. Just look at the upholstery in this thing.
Right. He takes a look at them and he says, and he begins pointing out all the defects and whatnot. And you're well
you have that hammered out.
Let's see. Okay, so the cars. Not even talking about the Chris. He gets a Chris detector to find out how much charge is left, so he can factor that into his negotiations. Let's see. Give me. He's like, I couldn't give you more than 500 silvers for each of the ground cars. They are all beat up, and look at all these. It shows all these shiny cars, and look at all this horrible old regime stuff.
It's just dust. They can be wiped off. You can wash them up. They'll look good as new. These other things, these are just little decals. Have one of your boys peel them off.
Give me a bargain roll. Try to get better than 500 per.
Success.
You move up to 1,000 per ground car. So that's 5,000. Go ahead and make a note of that, and he'll pay you in a second. Let's see, the flying car. He begins pointing out all the problems with it. It looks shiny and new to you, but he seems to be an expert. I
open up the hood. Just look at this. It's got a brand new Johnson rod in there. It's got the Duvalaki over there. They don't make them like this anymore. I close the hood.
Right. He says I couldn't give more than 2,000 for this. I haven't done the Chris's yet. I know, but we're just going with cars. I'm trying to make it easy on myself. I couldn't give more than 2,000 for this. Give me a bargain roll.
2,000 it is, mate. You drive a hard bargain.
He says. Now for the Chris's, 6 10. They'll give you a grand total of 2,000 for the Chris's. Give me a bargain roll. Try to get
2,000. What's that?
Just smell that. That's a fresh one.
For all of them together? That's bullshit. No.
Perfect, he says.
I can take you to the basement.
No, don't take that offer, wrestling. We'll find a better offer.
Well, they're going it with the cars.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. No one.
Yeah, well, I fumbled my roll there. If anybody has a reroll,
there you go.
Yeah, I can give you a reroll.
Good.
I can give you a skill 15 as well for your new roll.
Let's see.
If you want one.
I'll give you a card here.
And I'm gonna limited retrieve the reroll after you play it.
Okay. So
Hakim.
All right. There's the reroll.
All right. I'll put the limited. I'll play the skill 15. I'll play the limited retrieve. I'll retrieve the reroll. Just trade me whatever you want.
There you go.
Does any of you want opponents fails, by the way?
No thanks.
What was that? Oh, the assistant 5?
Okay.
8,000.
All right, you drive a hard bag in there, mate. That'll do.
I like your style.
All right, Hakeem.
So how much total is that?
So let's see, 7,000 for the car, so 15,000 total.
Would you like me to send my boys to pick these up?
Yes, please.
Please come back to my showroom.
Yes.
The paperwork.
What other vehicles do you sell there, mate?
You name it, I have it. We have anything from camels to land yachts, flying cars, ground cars, stagecoach, hansom cabs, horses.
Yeah, you got quite a selection here, Hakeem. I'm very impressed.
So how much total was it?
15,000.
I suggest we once we're done with all the transactions, we go back to the embassy and put it there, because these banks are just a rip-off.
Where do you keep your funds, Hakeem? Yeah, I mean, do you use the banks around here? You don't need to tell me if you keep them somewhere else.
But you can tell him.
I use the banks around here. All hail the city. Right. He takes you guys back to his place. He sends 6 guys off. Yes, go to the White Dove. Take all the cars. Leave 1 flying car for them. The rest bring back here. The blue one is theirs. Blue is theirs. Do not take the blue.
I'm gonna not supervise, but watch over, like they don't fuck anything up.
Take a card. This prevents them from stealing everything that isn't nailed down. Which they were totally going to do. In fact, you catch a couple of them and like, "Ooh, this looks nice," and you're like, "Yeah, yeah." And they put it back. So yeah, they're pretty much a bunch of brigands that were going to just rob everything else, like all the pots and pans, etc. So, they bring all the cards back. Hakeem says, "Here is 214 gold. Look at this shine, the luster. Gold will always be gold."
How much did he say, Logan?
214 is what he puts on the table for you.
Hey, you're 20 silver off.
You are not there. You are making sure the rest of your shit isn't stolen.
I thought they came back. Okay.
I just noticed that too. He's 0.28.
Oh, you wanted the silver? My mistake.
I wink at him. Good thinking there.
It gives you the remainder in silver.
All right, marking that down.
Do we want to hero rate any NPC?
Hakeem! Oh, sorry.
Before I discard the card.
I don't think so.
Say again.
I have the hero rate an NPC card.
Oh.
Do we have anyone in mind for that?
Nope.
You know what? Hold on. Someone take my, I don't know, whatever you want. Instant disguise. I'll play the hero point rate in NPC.
Hakeem?
No.
What exactly does the card do, Alex?
Let me read it for you.
We call him Freddy. Don't encourage him with his real name anymore.
The NPC starts at 5 hero points. Then gain or lose hero points at the discretion of the GM.
It has to be somebody that's been at least 2 sessions and is known to people.
Well, we could go pay a visit to Mr. Fang, who's working on the painting.
Fang is an excellent idea.
That's a good idea, maybe, yeah.
That'll be his second time being in the campaign, and then he can try to reroll if he needs to.
Do either of you have any trash cards?
Actually, he's been in the campaign more than twice, so you don't even have to go see him. You can just hero point rate him if you want.
Yeah, I need to trade down first.
I've got a clogging greed and a failure is sweet.
So a failure is sweet.
Yeah, keep those.
Try to hold on to that.
Yana?
I have skill 15, opponent fails, assistant d4 damage, and orb of knowledge.
Just take the default damage, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Okay. I just discard it, and I'll play the hero point NPC. And yeah, Fang is now Hero rated.
Nice.
That's a really good call. I can't believe you ruined Hakeem's fun with the silver.